Being a woman in Major League Baseball means a lot to me. There is not a day that goes by that I don't understand that there are women and girls watching me out on the field, and it's showing that there are chances for women to be in Major League Baseball.
I'm Jackie Harig. I am the Director of PR for the Baltimore Orioles.
I'm Darline Llamas Llopis. I'm the CFO of the Baltimore Orioles.
I'm Nicole Sherry, head groundskeeper for the Baltimore Orioles, and I am one of the women in Major League Baseball.
I didn't grow up playing baseball. I only played at elementary school, and I was awful, truly awful. But that doesn't mean you can't work in the front office of a sports team and be part of the joy that sports brings. Don't think that this is just for people who played the game.
Let's go meet the crew. I am responsible for the health and safety and playability of the playing surface at Camden Yards. So we just finished final prepping the mound for tonight's game. And one thing that we do, we always leave the mound covered, because if we get any threat of rain, any kind of moisture that may impact that mound, we're done.
Our department handles both the baseball and the business communication side of things, all media inquiries. So it's really busy, really fun. We have 50 minutes pregame every day where credentialed media are allowed into the clubhouse to interview any players, ask them any questions, get any sound, any interviews that they'd like. And so we do daily media availability with the team and the players, but also anything on the business side to promote, say, upcoming giveaways or events at the ballpark. My dad kind of ingrained in us a passion for sports, just from a fan perspective. Obviously, this is a male-dominated industry, and I'm proud to be a rebel girl in a male-dominated industry.
So I do a lot of the financial operations here for the Orioles. So that means doing budgeting and forecasting, making sure bills are paid and everyone else gets paid on the payroll as well, making sure that things are running smoothly on anything that has to do with money here. But finance is so much more about communication than it is about numbers, and making sure that you're working alongside other people. There's days, I start off with looking at financial reports and going through my emails, and I end up, walking outside with Nicole talking about the dirt and where we're importing it from and how much it costs us to get that dirt. And so I think every day is a little different. Good. All right, awesome. Thank you so much for doing those.
I think it's like a silent orchestra, how everything gets to that first pitch is just quiet behind the scenes, but we all know what everybody else is doing to make it work, and I think that's the coolest part.
I think seeing how much the team loves the city and the city loves the team back has been really special. You feel the city of Baltimore and the love of the team here walking around, and that makes being part of this so much more special.
Yeah, for sure.
I took an intro to communications course, kind of fell in love with it, and really learned in that course that I could combine who I am as a person. I'm a people person. I love talking to people, telling stories, hearing stories, and I also love sports. So that's kind of when I learned that I could potentially combine it into a job and into a career.
I majored in agriculture, which is, turf grass science is under the umbrella of agriculture. So my hope and dreams when I was in high school was to be an agronomist, but then the chemistry got a little bit too much for me. And then I found turf grass science, and I was like, wow, grass is really cool.
I've always known I love numbers and I love puzzles. And so I majored in business and accounting in college. And so I went into the accounting firms right after college. I got super lucky that somebody who believed in me put my name in for a job and recommended me, and that's kind of how I ended up in the sports world. My mother and my grandmothers were always such an inspiration. I think they came up in a very different world. They're women who are very resilient and who've done things that I think people didn't expect. And that's kind of how I like to think of how I've grown and developed. It's trying to push boundaries and do different things.
I'm the youngest of 3 girls. We're all very independent, and my parents have kind of always said, go do whatever you want to do. I'm from Rhode Island. I don't live at home, especially in baseball. I can't get home all the time, but they know that this is what I want to do, and this is my dream.
I got a phone call one day, and the person said, hey, our head groundskeeper is moving on. We've been following your career. We'd like you to interview for the Orioles spot, and I got the position, and I was like, oh my God. When I got this position, I was like, where are all the other females? And he said, well, there's only one. And I was like, oh, as a head groundskeeper, he's like, yeah, keep pushing forward would be my advice to women or girls that are looking to get into roles like this. Don't ever let anybody tell you you can't do something. 22 years, like, we've come a long way in seeing other females representing in their respective industry. So it's pretty amazing for me to be surrounded by even two right now, you know.
I mean, I think to your point, it's changed a lot. I've been in sports for 10 years, and it's from when I started to like how many women there is now. I love to see that growth, and I want to see it keep going. Like, I want more of us out there, and I think letting people be aware of what's out there sometimes is a big thing, because a lot of people didn't know that there's jobs in the back office, especially.
Right.
Like, while we work in men's sports, like, how do we also make a space for women? I've been in rooms where I look around and I'm the only person who looks like me, and I don't want to feel like that, and I don't want other girls to feel that way either. Like, I want them to be in rooms to be like, to know that they can do it, to know that they're not the only ones.
Don't be shy in reaching out to people and in shooting emails to people that may have your job that is your dream, is your big dream, because I think that so many people want to help.
I hope that the work that I'm doing opens doors for the next generation of females, because if you can see it, you can be it. Even though, like, we're behind the scenes or we're kind of like off in the distance, like, if they see women in that role, they can embark on future careers that are very, like, fruitful for them. You know, they can take that career path into all different sorts of industries.
I think you're going to try new things, and it's going to be hard, and you might not succeed the first time, but that doesn't mean you don't go back and do it again.